Hi, I'm Sabah Iqbal.
And I'm Johnny the Gawk. Coming up, come face to face with some creepy crawlers.
And witness some kids' superhero dreams come true.
Hi, I'm Taylor Pike.
And I'm Pearl Barkley.
Coming up, we're taking a tour of the David Braley Athletic Recreation Center, also known as the D-Bark.
And we got a chance to catch up with Me Too founder, Tarana Burke. Me Too founder Tarana Burke came to Mohawk College to talk about the movement. Reporter Christopher Arndt has the story.
And she said, just that simple act of you believing will change my life.
Sexual violence on college campuses was a topic addressed by Tarana Burke, one of the founders of the Me Too movement. Staff, students, and members of the community had the chance to listen to Burke speak about her activism and sexual violence as a whole. This event had its happy moments.
We shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving either, to be honest, but that's a whole nother story.
And its sad ones. Burke talked about how colleges and their students can create a culture of change.
Students have a right to push back, and so it's going to take students being vocal about what they need and administration taking that seriously and working in tandem with the students to create the kind of environment and culture and community that they want to see.
During the event, Burke talked about recent political changes in the United States, which created backlash against the Me Too movement.
So if you only think in terms of wins and losses, then it feels like we're losing a lot, but we're actually gaining a ton.
This event is part of Mohawk College's Community of Consent Week, which focuses on sexual violence prevention around the campus. Catherine O'Donnell, Director of Security Services for the college, explained why events like these are important for the community.
The college sponsoring an event like this shows our commitment to sexual violence and ending sexual violence in our community and in the city of Hamilton.
Burke explained that when it comes down to it, no matter where students go or what they do, they can play a role in the fight against sexual violence.
Whatever they do in the world, they can still impact sexual violence. So even if they don't become an activist after college, if you're a doctor or a teacher or whatever, there's a way that you can impact interrupting sexual violence.
Students who have concerns about sexual violence have many resources available to them.
So if it's a student, we recommend they go to Student Rights and Responsibilities to learn about our policy. We have counseling services, we have security services, which is my area. Anyone here will absolutely support and assist students that have questions, concerns, or happen to be a survivor of a sexualized violence.
For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Christopher Arndt.
Mohawk College had a guest speaker at the ArcelorMittal DeFasco Theater in the Joy Center for Partnership and Innovation.
Please join me in welcoming Canada's Minister of the Environment and Climate Change, the Honourable Catherine McKenna.
A Q&A was held about climate change and the environment. The Joy Center is an example of Mohawk's efforts to reduce its carbon footprint. It is the region's first net zero building. Mohawk's zero carbon ambassadors attended the event with Haley McRae explaining who they are.
So we come in here, we share the initiative about the building and what the building stands for and how other people can take the zero carbon message home and how they can in their own lives.
The Q&A came on the day the federal carbon tax was announced. Taxpayers may feel the effects at the gas pumps, but will receive an average rebate of $300 per year. McKenna explained the reasoning for the carbon tax.
This is about how do we pollute less? How do we save more money? How do we choose solutions that are cleaner?
Despite resistance from the provincial government, McKenna said she trusts Ontarians are willing to take action.
But we're going to continue working with Ontarians, Ontarian businesses, small, medium-sized, big businesses, Ontario schools, hospitals, cities, who are all taking action because they know it's an opportunity to save money, to be more energy efficient, to create good jobs, and also do right by the planet.
The carbon tax starts in 2019. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Keegan Kozelenka.
The United Way raised money at Mohawk by carving pumpkins, and carvers got to decorate to pumpkin spice it up. Reporter Pearl Barkley had more.
Hold on. Hold on, that was terrible. We all know I'm the pun king. Get it? Pumpkin.
Just roll.
The D-Bark at Mohawk College was decorated for Halloween to bring attention to the United Way campaign launch.
So this is a kickoff for the United Way campaign, and every year we try to do something fun and engaging and get people to think about what's going on in the community and how they can support sort of the broader community that we serve. And of course, this is a fun way to do it with carving of pumpkins and some music playing in the background and everybody having some fun.
Karen Pashley, who is the Chief Human Resources Officer at the school, said they were raising money in many ways, and the goal of the United Way campaign was to raise $50,000.
So we are, with a Halloween theme, having a pumpkin carving contest. We're having a guess the number of candies in the jars. We're selling pizza and food and popcorn and just having a really good time. Lots of people dressed up. There will be a costume judging contest coming up shortly.
Today at the United Way campaign launch, Mohawk College faculty got a chance to carve pumpkins and get creative.
So what we decided to go with after choosing, going through a whole lot of pictures on Google, was Jack Skellington. And we found the perfect pumpkin to be able to do that.
We're working on it was supposed to be a unicorn. It has now been turned into a snow owl bird type thing. It's cute. It's got flower eyes and wings, and it's sparkly and blue and glittery. It's cute.
This was the first of many events planned to raise money for the United Way. More events are scheduled until December of this year. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Pearl Barkley.
So my exhibit is called Humans of Basic Income, and what it does is featuring portraits of people holding signs that are telling the story of what they were using basic income for. What happened was that the Conservative government prematurely canceled the pilot, and so people were left in the dark, terrified for a month, wondering if they were going to get their final payments or not, and when that was going to be, and what a supposedly compassionate wind down was going to look like. I believe very much in the power of amplifying stories and the power of visual storytelling in order to really inspire people and affect change. I've met with a very diverse range of people. I've met with people from all ranges of ages and situations that we're all using it for many different things, but all towards like small steps to make their lives better. But there have been some extremely compelling stories. There is one print as a mother who is using basic income to pay for for housing for her child while she fights in the court system because her ex is over $35,000 in back payments for child support and has refused to pay. And then there was another one, a visually impaired woman who is using basic income because ODSP will not cover vet costs for her guide dog. And if she loses basic income, she's going to have to give up her guide dog. It's not a pet, it's her partner and tool for accessibility. Center 3 has very generously given me a space as an outdoor exhibit for Humans of Basic Income. So I will be displaying some of these portraits at the space for the passersby to come in and to read the stories and to learn. And there will be people like recipients of basic income, myself included, available to talk to people and sort of bring awareness to this issue. You cannot assume that people are starting at the same starting line and are endowed with the same advantages and privileges as others. So I hope that this sort of adds a human face to this story and means that this is beyond just numbers. These are actual people, and these are people who are going to suffer and people who are adversely affected and whose lives are going to be worse if this program is canceled.
The Additive Manufacturing Innovation Center is just one of the many labs Mohawk has that provide students with hands-on experience. Keegan Kozlenka is going to take us on a little tour.
Hi, I'm Keegan Kozlenka, third-year journalism student and communications assistant at Mohawk College's IdeaWorks, the Applied Research Department. I'm outside the Additive Manufacturing Innovation Center, where industry partners come to explore how they can use 3D printing. Let's go take a look inside. This is AMIC's computer lab. This is where the design and planning process takes place. Behind me are the fused deposition modeling printers. Plastic filament is squirted out like a hot glue gun onto a heated surface. This is the selective laser sintering printer. Nylon powder is heated up with a laser to create the desired part. Similar to the last printer, but this one uses metal powder to create metal parts. Mohawk College is one of the first colleges in Ontario to have a metal 3D printer. You might not expect it, but a lot of the work in 3D printing is in the post-processing. These machines here clean off the excess powder of the 3D printed objects. Parts will come here to dry off before being added to the completed product. This is a 3D printed E-wing. This is where the lab is located. This will be used on Mohawk's tactile map. The Additive Manufacturing Innovation Center is just one part of the innovative things happening at Mohawk College's IdeaWorks. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Keegan Kozlenka. This has been a spotlight on IdeaWorks.
Wrestling. You probably picture guys like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Batista, John Cena, pretty much guys the size of smart cars. Well, that's not always the case.
Hey guys, I'm Brandon Christofferson and I work in Brantford at a factory and I do wrestling on the side also. Well, first off, I got into wrestling was like by watching it on TV, and then like I thought to myself I wanted to do that one day, and then also having my grandfather as a professional wrestler, someone to look up to. And then one day out of the blue, my mom had like another little person friend that was into wrestling, and then she posted something on Facebook about this guy looking for another little person pro wrestler. So my mom got that contact information from her, and then the next thing you know, I'm going out to train. Well, growing up, I always like watched it and done it and wrestled in the backyard with family and stuff like that, and like my mom always knows I was into it, and like I would have the figures and magazines and all that you can imagine. The obstacles I had to face were like kind of like right now, and with like little people being not so really popular in like Canada really. There's more in the US per se, like, so it's harder to cooperate and like work together. So you'd have to go to like the States more because there's not so much here. I'd say what sets me apart is that my athleticism I have, and like the things I'm capable of doing, and like take something that's smaller and make it into something bigger, and like show people that even though we're smaller, we can do big things still. From just fighting little people to fighting bigger people, I think it shows that no matter the size, you can take on any competition, and like it doesn't matter the size you are, anything is possible, and that if you put your mind to something, you can do it. I say if you love something and like you just have that drive and that feeling and want to do what you like, just go out there and do it, even though if it's hard, just do it.
I'm here with Kat Cluley. Do you mind telling me about your role here?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm the manager of the David Braley Athletic and Recreation Center.
All right, and what is the DBARC?
The DBARC is a facility where students, staff, faculty, alumni, and community members can come and work out.
All right, and can they do anything other than work out here?
Yes, absolutely. We have booster juice where they can come and get a fresh beverage after they work out. Yeah. They can use the gym so they can shoot some hoops. Actually, yesterday we even had pumpkin carving contest. So we do have events here as well. And later on, you'll see that we have a gymnasium upstairs, and so they can work out.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the gym right behind us here. All right, can you tell me a bit about what happens in these gyms?
So right behind us is gym 1, 2, and 3, and this is actually a place where students can come and work out. As you can see right now, there's basketball. So we have open gym. We also have rec, so our recreational leagues. We also have varsity sports, so we have primarily our basketball and volleyball teams playing here. This is actually our varsity court. Behind that gray wall is a third gym back there, and that's where our rec sports are played.
Okay, and would I need to come with my own basketball to play basketball?
Great question. All you have to do is bring your one card. You bring your one card or the card that scans you in, and then we'll give you the basketball. We actually have all the balls here. We have volleyballs, we have cricket balls, yeah, I know, badminton, rackets, birdies. All you gotta do is come prepared to play.
And all you need is your one card.
Just your one card.
All right, so let's head on in, let's do it.
And if you're not actually a member yet, all you have to do is come here and sign up. I'm gonna show you the form. We have one quick and easy form. It's called our membership agreement form. You come, you fill this out, sign your life away right here. Yeah, you take a copy, we keep a copy, and then just like you, right? You're a member?
Just like me, yeah.
Then you get to scan in back here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it. With my one card, that's all I need. Are you ready? Beep. And we're good to go.
We're going down the Mohawk Sports History Wall right here, the Wall of Fame. All right, and we're walking towards the bottom of the stairs, which takes you up to the fitness center. Okay. As well, behind the stairs here are the change rooms. Okay. So we have 3 for men and 3 for women. Okay. Yep. So the change rooms are just down the hall there. And now we're going to go up to the stairs to the fitness center.
All right, up we go.
We do have an elevator too, so if you'd like to take the elevator.
So what did we just arrive in? What can we see first?
So as soon as you walk up, you'll see the treadmills right away. So we have cardio equipment.
And like there's lots of natural light that comes in. Is there any benefits from that?
Absolutely. It's very beneficial to have natural light in our building. It helps reduce our lighting. And it's good for you. Yeah, absolutely.
I really enjoy it because like I'll come in the morning, so it's so nice when the sun comes in. Like especially in this room, I love the smaller exercise room here.
This is our aerobic studio. This is one of the spots where we have yoga, so group fitness classes. Right. So we have yoga, boot camp, HIIT, high intensity workouts. We even have bar, very popular class.
Things about bar.
Yep. And then around the whole fitness floor is our track, right here. Yes. So you can run, walk, skip, squat.
And so do members have to pay extra for the classes like the yoga and the bar?
It's all included in the member agreement form, so it's all included in the membership. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so nothing's extra.
Okay. All right. And we have the lovely track around here. Look, there's a little cycle room.
So yes, this is our second fitness class studio. It's called the Spin Studio. And this is our Cycle Fit studio here where people can participate in. The classes are 50 minutes.
Yeah. It's high intensity.
It is. Hey guys, hey.
We have more treadmills here and you can overlook the gym. I used to me and my friends came and we all 3 of us, we were watching volleyball.
Oh yeah?
It's a lot of fun.
It is, isn't it?
You can do 2 at once. This rock climbing wall was a lot of fun too. I think I made it 3 seconds.
Congratulations. Yeah, I think I did 2 seconds. You beat me. You beat me.
Nice. Feels good.
And then we're walking towards where we have our barbells, dumbbells. So this is kind of like the free weight area.
Okay, all right.
You can do some lifting.
So what kind of workout equipment do you have?
Great question. So we have squat racks. We actually just got a new squat rack installed today. We have benches for bench press, chest press. We have dumbbells for bicep curls, overhead shoulder presses. Again, we have our cardio equipment too. So we have treadmills, ellipticals, we have bikes. We have recumbent bikes, so it's like you're sitting in a chair, but you're moving your legs. It's kind of nice, right? And we have that rock climbing wall you had mentioned.
That's a lot of fun. I like that one.
We have a great rope pulling machine. So
You know what?
it's like you're pulling.
It's a great upper body work.
It is. We have 2 platforms for powerlifting and Olympic lifting. So those are very popular. And we actually have a barbell or a club that comes here and works out twice a week. So it's a great way to get involved.
What are the clubs all about? Like, what happens during a club?
Well, clubs, you can actually register with Matt Schnarr, and one of our clubs is, like I said, Barbell Club. We have salsa dance, we have faction dance, so we have a lot of different clubs, as well as the group fitness classes. So you can, it's actually really beneficial to work out with people rather than just working out alone.
There's more motivation. Like, if I come by myself, I don't run as long as I do if I'm with my friends.
Exactly, because you're just talking, you're having fun, you're motivated by them, they motivate you, yeah.
And
As you can see, we have a nice view here. This is the MSA Plaza. Yeah.
Literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was saying I like running on this side too, so it's like I'm running outside.
Exactly, yeah, it kind of feels like that. And also we have a new opened up area right here. And this is our core where you can do some sit-ups, as well as stretching area. So we have some mats hanging on the wall, and we have this big space where you can do your, like I said, your sit-ups or your stretches.
Amazing, that's awesome. So this is a super big gym. Do you know some fun facts about it?
Well, it's been open for 5 years. We're in our 5-year anniversary. Wow. Isn't that a fun fact? Yeah. So opened in 2013. Another fun fact is members on roll. So we have 6,000 members on roll on average. So that's a great fun fact. Yeah.
Then what words of encouragement can you give people at home to get them to the gym?
The hardest part is just showing up. So all you have to do is just come, show up, and then bring a friend. It'll really help.
And we have, members have that 3 classes to get them started, right?
We have 3 complimentary fitness sessions. Have you tried it yet?
I haven't tried it yet, no.
So with our health and wellness students, so if you don't know how to use a gym, register at our membership desk at David Borelli Athletic and Registration Center, and you get to sign up with a health and wellness student, and they'll teach you how to use the equipment up here.
Well, that's awesome, and thank you for the tour, Kat. I'm
You're
really
welcome.
excited
Thanks
to come
for
back.
coming.
And yeah, well, hopefully this has gotten people interested in the gym.
I hope so.
All right, bye guys.
Take care.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to train like a superhero? 2 Special Olympians got the chance to live the dream. Matthew Barker has more.
Marvel Universe Live and Special Olympics Canada came together at the First Ontario Centre, where athletes and performers got to participate in a day of training. This was part of Marvel Universe's one and only stop in Canada this year. Athletes arrived in the morning, receiving a briefing before getting straight to training. Like any good athlete, actors led the group through a series of stretches to warm up, some more vocal than others.
Michael.
For Special Olympics coordinator Donna Lazar, the program develops not just athletes, but lifelong friendships.
This is their social life. They love to get together with their friends, and they love to compete and learn more about their sports, and we try to empower them.
One of those athletes is Jamie Richardson, who has a black belt in karate, and for him, he sees himself competing for a long time.
Just continue what I'm doing, like soccer and karate and stuff like that.
After stretching, athletes went straight into training. Performers led athletes through a series of exercises ranging from self-defense to accuracy tests. Actor Nick Nieves is one of the performers that led the athletes through their training. For him, the role in the show is not only about bringing a character to life, but he also serves as a role model for everyone involved.
People have given their lives to these characters and brought them up to really be what they are, and that's why people really just look at them as role models, and even myself looks at them as role models. And
there was no shortage of participants throughout the day, as athletes were more than willing to put their skills to the test. For more information on the Marvel Universe Live Tour, or Special Olympics Canada. Visit marveluniverselive.com or specialolympics.ca. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Matthew Barker.
Hey Pearl, what's your favorite kind of animal?
I don't know, Taylor. Probably a giraffe. What's yours?
Probably sloths. Sometimes I actually cry when I look at one.
Well, Taylor, Alexandria Miracle got the chance to see some sloths at Little Ray's Reptile Zoo.
Awesome. Let's check it out.
Alan, we need us. Reptiles can be frightening in their natural habitats and are feared by many. However, Little Ray's Reptile Zoo on Barton Street East shows kids and their families that these creatures aren't so frightening and can be quite friendly when handled properly.
This is just an in-zoo kind of thing. We do traveling pop-up zoos all across Canada and the United States. We do fairs. We even do smaller stuff like birthday parties. We'll go to senior homes and schools and stuff as well.
Thank you so much. Wow.
For a spectacular night just before Halloween, several people lined up outside dressed in costume to see what this reptile zoo has to offer. At this particular event, families got to experience different types of nocturnal animals firsthand. They got to look at them both in and out of their habitats, take pictures with them, and even pet them. Little Ray's isn't just all about educating and bringing joy into the community, though. The staff members are very involved with the mammals and reptiles behind the scenes. Mercedes Pisano explains what work is like within the zoo itself.
It's a lot of scooping up poop. A lot of cleaning poop, a lot of feeding, cleaning enclosures, cleaning glass, making sure that these animals are on display to the best of our ability so that people can see them and learn a lot about them. Keeping the zoo nice and tidy and clean, and then just talking to people about animals and answering questions that they may have.
After visiting these creatures in their homes or having them come to yours, maybe you won't be so scared of them after all. For Mohawk College Journalism, I'm Alexandria Miracle.
Larry Keithley shares a recipe that gives all food lovers pumpkin to talk about.
That's great, but I'm still the pun king.
Just roll.
Today we're going to be making the old-fashioned soft pumpkin cookies, and they are delicious. Let's get started. First, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Then you want to put parchment paper on your pan. To start the batter, you want to mix 2½ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of salt. Mix all those ingredients together and set the bowl aside. In another bowl, add 1½ cups of sugar and half a cup of butter. Mix these ingredients until well blended. Add 1 cup of the pumpkin puree, an egg, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. While you're mixing all these ingredients together, add the flour mixture from earlier. Make sure you dip your scoop in flour to prevent the batter from sticking. Then you can start scooping your batter onto the pan. Set your timer for 15 minutes and then you can make your glaze while you're waiting. For the glaze, you want to add 1 tablespoon of melted butter, 3 tablespoons of milk, 2 cups of sifted icing sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix all ingredients until smooth. When your cookies are done, place them on the wire racks to cool. Drizzle your glaze over top. And there you have it, the old-fashioned soft pumpkin cookies.
Well, that's it for Ignite News at Mohawk College. I'm Taylor Pipe.
And I'm Pearl Barkley. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.